Attention passionate Philadelphia, EAGLES. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Philadelphia Eagles' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Philadelphia Eagles fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS and Philadelphia, EAGLESFANS. Let's get to the news now. Fans of the Eagles, if you're like me, you're always eager to see what's happening behind the scenes, what's brewing in the minds of the coaching staff, and how they're planning to keep this team at the top of the NFC. And let me tell you, the latest insights from head coach Nick Sirianni are nothing short of fascinating. The Eagles are gearing up for a crucial trip to Tampa Bay, a game that could hold major implications not just for this season, but for the division and perhaps even beyond. And Sirianni, as always, is giving us a peek into his thoughts about the team's progress, their strategies, and what they're focusing on to get that win. So, what's the story? Well, Sirianni was very candid during his press conference on Wednesday, talking about the safety room, the development of Jordan Davis, and why he respects the Tampa Bay Buccaneers so much. And of course, there's always some talk about the bigger picture, the team's growth, and the road ahead. The Eagles, as we know, have been building something special, and this season's focus on patience, development, and a relentless pursuit of excellence is evident in every word he spoke. He started off by expressing genuine excitement about the safety group, highlighting that he thinks they've done a really nice job so far. You see, the Eagles' secondary has been a point of interest this season because of the young talent they've brought in and the way that group has been evolving. Andrew Mukuba, for instance, is a young player who continues to improve, and Sirianni pointed out how having Reed Blankenship next to him has been a big help in his development. That's crucial because the safety position is one of the most complex in the league, requiring not only physical skill, but also football IQ and leadership. And Reed Blankenship has been stepping up, showing that he has what it takes to be a staple in the secondary for years to come. Sirianni didn't stop there. He also mentioned Sidney Brown, another player who's been making waves on special teams and is starting to get some defensive snaps. That kind of versatility and depth is what keeps a team competitive, especially when injuries pop up or when certain players need to be rotated. The coach was clear that he's pleased with the safety group, emphasizing that the Eagles have built a strong foundation in that part of the defense. But what really caught my attention was how Sirianni talked about patience. We live in a world that's obsessed with instant gratification, especially in sports. Fans want immediate results, immediate impact, but Sirianni reminds us that development takes time. He used Jordan Davis as a perfect example. Davis, the massive defensive tackle, was a first-round pick, and many expected him to come in and dominate right away. But the reality is, it's a process. Davis' journey has been a testament to that. Sirianni pointed out how Davis has continued to work hard and improve, and now he's playing better football than when he first entered the league. That's a big deal because it shows that patience, persistence, and a focus on the long term are what produce sustained success. And Davis' story is particularly inspiring. The coaching staff and fans alike have seen him grow from a raw talent to a key piece in the Eagles' defensive puzzle. He's played meaningful games, gone up against top offensive linemen in practice, and shown relentless effort on every snap. Sirianni emphasizes that it's exactly this kind of toughness, both physically and mentally, that he looks for in players. It's what separates good players from great ones, and Davis exemplifies that. The process of development isn't always linear, but the Eagles' approach, focusing on toughness, effort, and love for the game, seems to be paying off. Now, let's talk about the upcoming game against the Buccaneers, because it's shaping up to be a very interesting matchup. Sirianni mentioned that the team will be reviewing film from previous encounters with Tampa Bay, looking for what they did well and what they can replicate. The Bucs, as we know, are a team with a rich history and a lot of talent, especially on both sides of the ball. And Sirianni, being familiar with Tampa Bay from his previous coaching stops, understands what makes this team tick. He has a lot of respect for head coach Todd Bowles, who's always been known for his strategic mind and disciplined approach. Sirianni highlighted how Bowles consistently presents challenges with his game plans. The Bucks are a team that plays with good fundamentals, great detail, and enough playmakers to keep any opponent on their toes. And he specifically praised their offensive weapons, mentioning Baker Mayfield's outstanding play this season, which has been a big factor in their recent success. Mayfield has shown resilience and growth, proving that he can lead an offense effectively when everything's clicking. The running backs are also a point of emphasis, with Sirianni complementing their skill and versatility. And defensively, Tampa Bay's front is no joke. Vita V, for example, has been a force in the middle, clogging running lanes and pressuring quarterbacks. Their secondary, featuring Jamel Dean, Zion McCollum, and Antoine Winfield, has been making plays all season long, showing that the Bucks' defense isn't just solid but also opportunistic. And of course, there's Levant David, who's been starring in this league for a long time and continues to be a leader in that Tampa Bay defense. When you look at this team, you see a roster that's built to win, with talent across every level and a coaching staff that's disciplined and detail-oriented. That's why Sirianni respects them so much. He knows they're a tough challenge, and he's preparing his team accordingly, emphasizing the importance of fundamentals, discipline, and adaptability. Now, for the Eagles, this game isn't just about one win. It's about asserting their dominance, showing that they're ready to contend for another Super Bowl. The team's focus is on executing their game plan, minimizing mistakes, and playing with the same relentless effort they've shown all season. Jalen Hurts, of course, remains the key leader on offense, guiding the attack with his dual-threat ability. His leadership, combined with the offensive line's resilience and the skill of the receiving core, makes the Eagles' offense a nightmare for defenses. But it's also about the defense stepping up, containing Tampa Bay's playmakers, and forcing turnovers. What's also interesting is the way Sirianni and his staff are making strategic decisions to give the team an edge. They left a day earlier for Tampa Bay to acclimate to the heat and the environment, studying how to perform better in those conditions. That kind of attention to detail is what separates good teams from great ones. Every small advantage counts, and it shows how much effort the Eagles are putting into this game, not just physically, but mentally and strategically as well. So, as we look ahead to this matchup, it's clear that the Eagles are in a strong position. Their young players are developing, their veteran leadership is solid, and the coaching staff is operating at an elite level. The division is fiercely competitive, with teams like the Cowboys and Giants always lurking, but the Eagles' focus remains on their own growth and execution. If they continue to play with the discipline, effort, and patience that Sirianni advocates, they're well-positioned to make a deep playoff run and push for that second Super Bowl title in a few years. And I have to say, fans, it's an exciting time to be an Eagles supporter. This team has a mix of young talent and experienced players, a coaching staff that's innovative and disciplined, and a fan base that's hungry for success. The journey isn't always easy, but if the Eagles keep building, keep growing, and keep believing in their process, there's no reason they can't reach the pinnacle once again. Now, let's not forget, the NFL is unpredictable, and every game brings its own surprises. But what we do know is that the Eagles are prepared, motivated, and focused on the big picture. The game against Tampa Bay is just one step in that journey. With everything they've shown so far, improvement, resilience, and a relentless pursuit of excellence, they're looking to leave Tampa with a victory and set the tone for the rest of the season. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Philadelphia Eagles news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. So, Eagles fans, what's your take on all this? Do you believe that the team's patience and development strategy will pay off? Are you confident that they can beat Tampa Bay and keep their Super Bowl aspirations alive? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because your opinion really matters to us and to the Eagles. We love hearing from you, and your insights help make this community stronger. And don't forget, I'll be back very soon with more updates, analysis, and all the latest from the Philadelphia Eagles. Stay tuned, stay passionate, and let's keep riding this incredible journey together. The Eagles are on a mission, and with your support, there's no doubt they can achieve greatness once more. Thanks for being here, and as always, go Birds.